Hello. Hi, I am Savannah Fuller, and I am doing the 8.05 state for the first time visual aid. I am now a teacher, so I will teach you about Winter Haven because I, in this module, have gathered a fair amount of information about this little town that I live in. And I chose this town because I currently live here right now in Winter Haven, Florida, and originally I'm from Los Angeles in California, and I'll be going back there in the fall, but for right now I'm in Winter Haven, and it is really cool because I got to learn a lot about where I live. First of all, I learned that Winter Haven has about 26,000 people who reside and live here. That was counted in 2008. That was the last time they really checked into the population, which actually apparently is a small amount of people. I thought that was a lot. I thought maybe 400 or 500 would be a little bit, but it really isn't. So I was curious, and I wanted to see what the population was of Los Angeles, where I'm from, and it's about 9 million people that live there. So 26,000, 9 million. So we live in a small town. Okay, so Winter Haven is basically a city. I forgot to mention a city in Polk County, just to remind you. Winter Haven is best known as the home of Cypress Gardens, which actually is no longer available. It is not here anymore. They are tearing it down. They're creating Legoland. But anyway, Cypress Gardens was basically first, gardens. But it was a theme park, water park, and it was a really great place. I used to come here in the summers and go to Cypress Gardens, and it was really nice. But anyway, they took that down, and now they are building Legoland, which is supposed to come out in the end of 2011, so probably around November or October is what they said. So that should be cool, and it'll bring a lot more people into Winter Haven in a small town, which will be good for the town and the economy here. They will get more work. Like, for example, the hotels in Winter Haven, we live right in the middle of Florida, and normally people would go to either Miami, Tampa, or Orlando. Those are the big places for tourists to go to. And now that Legoland will be built, more people will be, in the area and staying at hotels, going to the restaurants that normally don't have too much business. So that'll be fabulous when that comes to Winter Haven. And it also, it actually is it's going to be the biggest Legoland in the world, and the second Legoland in the United States. There's also one in California. Actually, Winter Haven used to be called Harris Corners, but a year later they changed the name to Winter Haven because of the area's climate, which basically people like to come from up north that are in the winter, have to deal with freezing cold 4-degree weather, and they come down to Florida because Florida in the winter it's really nice. In the summer it's nice and really hot and humid. But anyway, so that's why they're called Winter Haven. The town motto is the chain of lakes. What I grasp is pretty much there are lots of lakes here, and they used to be known as canals, and but anyway, there are millions of lakes here, and they're really fun, and people go skiing, which they did in Cypress Gardens. They had shows with water skiing, and it was real fun with that. The city has an area of 25.4 square miles. The racial makeup of the city is 97.51% white, 1.96% African American, 0.19% Native American, 1.02% Asian, 0.4% Pacific Islander, and 1.87 are other races. So it's not, I don't think this town would be the most diverse place, but you know, it is what it is. And Winter Haven, there's some cool things that I learned. They have the Red Sox used to train here, which my grandmother told me when I interviewed her about this town, and she actually lived here. She's lived here for about 80 years. She was born and raised here and has lived here since, except for when she went to college. But so yeah, I don't know if that's, I hope that's enough information for you to, you know, grasp a little feel of what Winter Haven is like, but it's a fun place. There are really nice people here that I've learned. Oh, they also have a really good theater, community theater called Theater Winter Haven, and there's some talented people that you know, perform there, and they have shows all the time, and it's really fun. I've actually teched some of their shows, so that's been fun. But yeah, so there you go. That is some information that I have learned about Winter Haven, Florida. Okay, thank you. Bye.